dismembered body was found in a plastic bag in Brooklyn. The body of 39-year-old Michell Montgomery, discovered by a worker at the Bourne Quinn Public Houses in Bushwick on February 1st.
A few days ago, here on Crime Core TV, we covered the case of Michell Montgomery, a 39-year-old mother of four from Brooklyn who was found dead inside a trash compactor at the Borinquen houses in Williamsburg. It was a story that raised serious questions and left many people searching for answers. Today, there is an important update. On Friday, February 13th, the New York Police Department held a press conference to address the case. During that briefing, Chief of Detectives Joseph Kenny announced that investigators have reached a conclusion. According to the NYPD, Michell Montgomery's death has now been officially ruled an accident. This determination came after detectives reviewed surveillance footage, examined the physical evidence, and carefully reconstructed her final movements. And based on their findings, investigators now believe they understand what happened in the moments before her death. Here's what they say occurred.
Don't buy that camera that's going viral to keep burglars away. Do this instead. For only $22 a month, I got a premium.
On Saturday night, January 31st, Michell went out with her cousin and 3 friends to Mama Taco, a restaurant in Williamsburg. She appeared happy, relaxed, at ease. She even posted videos of herself dancing, smiling, and enjoying the night. At 11:19 p.m., she made what would become her final social media post. Surveillance footage later reviewed by the NYPD shows Michell leaving the bar alone. Then, at 1:39 a.m. on Sunday, February 1st, cameras captured her entering the Borinquen Houses apartment building, located at 330 Bushwick Avenue. She was alone. According to Chief of Detectives Joseph Kenny, Michell was on the 2nd floor when her purse fell down a trash chute. Investigators believe she attempted to retrieve it, and in that moment, she fell headfirst into the chute, dropping 2 floors, into the compactor room in the basement. Chief Kenny explained that the machine operates automatically, bagging whatever is crushed inside. The autopsy later confirmed Michell was still alive when she entered the compactor. She suffered devastating injuries, including multiple puncture wounds and deep lacerations to her torso and head, along with numerous broken bones, including her rib cage. All of it consistent with being crushed by machinery. Critically, investigators found no defensive wounds, which suggests she was not fighting off an attacker in those final moments. Police also confirmed that witnesses inside the building reported hearing screams coming from the area of the trash chute. Michelle's purse was recovered alongside her remains, still containing her identification. The medical examiner has officially ruled her death an accident. And while this explanation answers some questions, it does not answer all of them. The injuries, the lack of defensive wounds, and the recovery of her purse do support the theory investigators have presented. But one question still stands above all others. Why was Michell there in the first place? She did not live at Borinquen houses. She lived in the Gowanus houses, an entirely different NYCHA complex. According to both investigators and her family, she had no known connection to anyone in that building. No friends, no relatives, no known reason to be there. Yet somehow, at nearly 2 in the morning, Michell entered that building alone and made her way to the 2nd floor. How did she gain access? Was she visiting someone? Did she meet someone earlier that night? Or was there something else that has not yet been explained? Because even if everything happened exactly as investigators believe, even if her fall was truly accidental, we still don't know what led her to that hallway. We don't know what happened in the moments before. And that distinction matters, because where someone is found does not always tell the full story of how they got there. Michelle's family is still trying to process the loss. Her husband, Anthony Echeverria, said he cannot understand why she was at that location. And for now, while authorities believe they have explained how Michell died, the question of why she was there at all remains unanswered. But the most important question still remains. Why was Michell at that building? She didn't live there. Michell lived at the Gowanus houses, an entirely different NYCHA complex. According to both the NYPD and her family, she had no known connection to anyone at Borinquen houses. No friends, no relatives, no known reason to be there. And yet, at nearly 2 in the morning, she entered that building alone and made her way to the second floor, where private residential apartments are located. How did she get inside? Was she meeting someone? Was she invited? Or did something else happen that hasn't been explained? Because here's what continues to stand out in this case. Even if the trash chute incident happened exactly the way investigators described, even if it was truly an accident, we still don't know what led up to it. We don't know what happened in the minutes before she entered that hallway. We don't know if she had contact with anyone inside that building. And we don't know what decisions or circumstances placed her there in the first place. Where Michelle was found tells us where her life ended, but it doesn't fully explain how she got there. Her family is still left trying to understand. Her husband, Anthony Echevarria, said he cannot understand why she was at that location. And that question remains at the center of everything. I want to be clear about something. This is not about contradicting the official ruling. Based on the physical evidence, investigators concluded that Michelle's death was an accident. But a complete understanding of any case requires more than just explaining how someone died. It also means understanding the full chain of events that led there. Because when someone is found dead in a place they had no known connection to, in the middle of the night, those unanswered questions matter. Not just for investigators.
I don't care what you're doing, you need to stop and listen to this interview.
This interview left me speechless.
But for the family left behind. And for a community trying to make sense of what happened.
Like, I don't even know how she ended up over there in that building, nonetheless, that she ended up in a garbage bag.
We hear tonight from the life partner of a woman whose dismembered body was found in a plastic bag in Brooklyn. He reveals tonight new information about the final hours before the woman's death. And good evening, everyone. At 6 o'clock. I'm Bill Ritter.
And I'm Liz Cho. The medical examiner still trying to figure out the cause of death of 39-year-old Michelle Montgomery, the mother of 4, who was found dismembered in Brooklyn on Sunday.
Night workers found her at the Boren Quinn public houses in Bushwick. And tonight, we're going to hear from her life partner, the father of her youngest child, just 10 months old.
Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles is live in Bushwick with our lead story tonight. Darla.
Good evening, Bill and Liz. We are told that 39-year-old Michelle Montgomery did things like make gift baskets and go all out for decorations for her children during the holidays. So her family really is perplexed as to find out who might have wanted to bring her harm. They know that she was having dinner and hanging out with friends here near the intersection of Flushing Avenue and Bushwick Avenue on Saturday night. And then just hours later, her body was found 5 blocks up the road on Bushwick Avenue in a building that she had no connection to, dismembered and deceased.
She left this house vibrant, happy, and alive.
This is what Michelle Montgomery posted just after midnight Sunday. By 9:30 a.m., the 39-year-old mother of 4 was dead. Her body discovered in the basement of a Brooklyn apartment building, dismembered in a garbage bag.
That was hard. I broke down because I still can't believe it. Still.
Montgomery's gruesome murder, a total and utter shock to her family. She and her life partner, Anthony Echevarria, have a 10-month-old son.
It has been one of the hardest things to really look at. Is watching him look for her and knowing that she's not coming back.
He says she left home around 9:30 Saturday night to hang out with friends. Family members say at one point she was hanging out at a local restaurant where she posted this video of herself dancing and having a good time. But they say she has no ties to Berequin houses on Bushwick Avenue, where a memorial with her picture and candles have been placed in honor of where her remains were found by a maintenance worker.
It's so extreme. Like, I don't even know how she ended up over there in that building, nonetheless, that she ended up in a garbage bag. That is like mad extreme.
Echevarria pointing out these TikTok videos of her fun-loving spirit and her dedication as a mother.
Super mom. She made sure none of these kids wanted for nothing. Nothing. They always got what they needed. They always got what they wanted.
She was active on social media, posting just last week, spend time with the people you love before it's too late. And back in December, nearly 2 months to the day of her murder, she wrote on Facebook, "If I died tomorrow, my Facebook wall would be filled with posts about broken friendships. Please don't use my death for some sympathy. If you love me now."
Every day we came, got up, took care of these kids, we took care of each other. Nothing wrong. Nothing.
Now Montgomery leaves behind a 19-year-old son, an 11 and 12-year-old daughter, and her 10-month-old son. At this hour, the NYPD still not yet publicly identified any suspects, nor how she actually passed away. If you have any information about this incident, please call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS. This family desperate for answers. Reporting live in Bushwick, Darla Miles, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Michelle was a mother. 4 children are now growing up without her, and they deserve clarity. They deserve truth. To everyone watching, Michelle Montgomery's case is a reminder of how quickly life can change, sometimes in ways no one expects. If you're out late, stay with people you trust. If you're going somewhere unfamiliar, let someone know, and always trust your instincts. Michelle left home that night alive and full of life. She never made it back. Rest in peace, Michelle Montgomery. This has been Crime Core